Okay. So let's do it. So here we have it. Can you see my screen now, girls?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to read it. Okay, if you have any doubts, you're going to ask me. And after that, we're going to answer, we're going to fill this exercise. And after filling this exercise, we're going to answer these questions, okay? With true or false. And finally, we're going to have a listening exercise here. And that's it, okay? And after that, we're going to have another activity if we have time. So let's do it. It says, in 1820, there was a revolution in Peru, which was then a Spanish colony. And the rebel army were marching to Lima, the capital. The Spanish viceroy wanted to save all the gold and silver that he and the Catholic Church were stealing from the Indians. Okay, let me do something here. Perfect. So the Catholic Church were stealing from the Indians. The treasure was too big to hide anywhere near the city. There was a life-size statue of the Virgin Mary made of pure gold with a crown of large diamonds. 113 smaller statues of saints, 200 boxes of rubies and sapphires, 1,000 diamonds, 273 swords decorated with gold, silver, and diamonds. Do you know what is swords? Girls? Chicas, ¿saben qué es?
Espadas.
Perfect. Decorated with gold, silver, and diamonds. 150 gold cups, 10,000 gold coins, 550 gold ingots, and 275 silver ingots. The viceroy decided to send the treasure to Spain. But he didn't have a ship. Do you know what is ship? Girls?
No, teacher.
Yes.
Barco.
Cool. The bishop, do you know bishop?
No, teacher.
Obispo. El obispo de Lima. The bishop of Lima recommended the British sea captain William Thompson. Do you know what is British?
Británico.
Yes, perfect. He was a respected trader. Do you know what is trader?
Comerciante.
Yes. And Roman Catholic. The viceroy agreed, and his men loaded the treasure aboard Captain Thompson's ship. Do you know what is loaded the treasure aboard?
No, teacher.
No, teacher.
Ok, cargaron el tesoro a bordo del barco del capitán Thompson. Ok, esto es cargar el tesoro a bordo. Loaded es cargar. No sé si ustedes se han dado cuenta cuando les sale alguna página en inglés y dice loading, cargando. Y aboard es a bordo. Perfect. Aboard Captain Thompson's ship. The Mary Dear. This was the name of the ship, okay? Este era el nombre del barco, The Mary Dear, la querida María. He also sent 10 of his soldiers. Do you know what is soldiers?
¿Soldados?
Perfect. Onto the ship toward the treasure. The Mary Dear sailed out of Lima. Do you know what is sailed out?
No, teacher.
Navegó, okay? Navegó fuera de Lima just before.
Teacher,
Yes.
¿qué quiere decir onto?
Onto es sobre, okay?
Ok.
Entonces dice, él también envió 10 de sus soldados. Bueno, en este caso no es sobre, sino dentro del barco.
¿Por qué no se usó solamente on?
También se puede.
Ok.
O también podría haber dicho into, dentro,
Ok, teacher.
or just in. Perfect. The Mary Dear sailed out of Lima just before the rebels captured the city. That night, Captain Thompson and his crew, do you know what is crew?
¿El equipo?
¿Creció?
Ajá. Tripulación. And his crew attacked and killed the Spanish wards and threw their bodies overboard. Do you know what is this? Threw their bodies overboard.
No,
No,
teacher.
teacher.
Ok, eso es, y tiraron sus cuerpos fuera de borda, o sea, al mar. La tripulación del capitán británico, ¿cierto? ¿Cómo se llama? Thompson, William Thompson, y su tripulación atacaron y mataron a los guardias españoles y los tiraron fuera de borda, tiraron sus cuerpos fuera de borda. They changed course. Do you know what is this?
¿Cambió el curso?
Ajá, cambiaron el curso, es decir, que tomaron otro rumbo. Sailed to Cocos Island and buried. Do you know what is buried?
No, teacher.
No, teacher.
Enterraron. Ese es el verbo enterrar, ¿ok? Entonces, enterraron el tesoro. And buried the treasure in the jungle. They wanted to return in a year and divide up the treasure. But their luck ran out the next day. Do you know what is run out?
¿Corrieron?
No, en este caso es un phrasal verb y juntos, run and out, significa que se les acabó. ¿Ok? Significa acabar, significa como terminar. Entonces quiere decir que la suerte de ellos terminó al día siguiente. But their luck ran out the next day. When a Spanish warship, do you know what is warship?
¿Barco de guerra?
Yes, perfect. Es un buque de guerra. Captured their ship. The Spaniards, do you know what is the Spaniards? Girls.
No, teacher.
Ok,
No,
Spaniards
teacher.
son españoles, ok. The Spaniards hanged the crew of the Mary Dear. Do you know what is hanged?
No, teacher.
Hanged es colgar. O sea que los españoles colgaron la tripulación de el barco La Querida María. The Spaniards hanged the crew of the Mary Dear the next day, al día siguiente, but not Captain Thompson and his first mate, who promised to show the captain of the Spanish ship where the treasure was. The Spanish ship landed. Do you know what is landed?
¿Tierra?
Sí, es como desembarcó o llegó, como cuando uno dice, como en las películas que gritan tierra, tierra, bueno, que ya llegan a tierra. Esta
Okay,
es
teacher.
la acción de ya desembarcar a tierra. So the Spanish ship landed on Cocos Island, and Captain Thompson and the mate and 6 sailors, do you know what is sailors?
Marineros.
Yes. And 6 Spanish sailors with pistols. Do you know what is pistols?
¿Pistolas?
Yes. Walk into the thick jungle. Do you know what is thick?
No, teacher.
Thick es espesa, densa, gruesa. Okay. La espesa o densa jungla. Okay. The thick jungle. That was the last time that somebody saw them. Since then, many people have tried to find the treasure on Cocos Island, but nobody has ever found it. Okay, perfect, girls. Do you have any doubts from the text? ¿Tienen alguna duda del texto, chicas?
No, teacher.
¿En Rocío?
No, teacher.
Perfect. So let's do this. What we're going to do now, we're going to fill in the English names for these things, okay? So how do you say this? ¿Cómo decimos corona?
Crown.
Crown, perfect. How do we say bee?
Pistols.
Yes, pistol. How do we say this?
Gold ingots.
Ingots, yes. And how do we say this?
Swords.
Perfect, sword. And how do we say this?
Silver.
Silver, you sure?
Money.
No.
No.
Daniela, what do you think? Coin, yes. Moneda, okay. Coin. And how do we say this?
Es- no sé cómo se pronuncia, teacher. ¿Será statue?
Uh-huh, statue, statue, perfect. A statue, very good. So now we're going to answer, well, we're going to choose between true or false, okay? We're going to read these statements and you're going to tell me if they are true or false. So the letter A, it says, in 1820, Peru was an independent country. This was true or false?
False.
Okay, false. Perfect. Letter B, it says, Colombia shares a, it is not Colombia, it is Colombia. So Colombia shares a border with Peru. This is true or false?
True.
True, perfect. C, in 1820, Lima was the capital city of Peru and it still is. True or
What
false?
is a still?
Still es aún lo es.
True.
True. Perfect. What about this one? The viceroy put the treasure aboard a Spanish warship. True or false?
True.
True. Then we're going to see this one. It says the viceroy wanted to send the treasure to Spain. Is true or false?
False.
False. This one, it says, the name of the Captain Thompson ship was the Mary Celeste.
False.
False.
False. This one, the Captain Thompson and his crew became pirates. This is true or false?
False.
False.
Y la
This one, H, when the crew attacked the Spanish soldiers, they jumped overboard. True or false?
What is
true.
your overboard?
Jump es saltar fuera de borda.
False.
True.
True or false? Okay, Rocio said false. And Daniela, what do you think?
I think true.
Okay, true, says Daniela. Then we're going to see. Perfect. E, okay, I, it says Cocos Island is in the Caribbean Sea. This is true or false?
False.
False. And Daniela, what do you think?
False.
Okay. J, it says a British warship captured the Mary Deer. True or false?
True.
True, Daniela, right?
False. No,
Okay.
Daniela false.
Okay, okay. Daniela false. And Rocio says true. So this one, it says the Spaniards hanged the crew of the Mary Deer. True or
True.
false?
True.
Rocio? And Daniela?
True.
Okay, perfect. And the last one, it says the Spaniards took Captain Thompson and the first mate back to Cocos Island. True or false?
True.
True. And Daniela?
True.
Okay, perfect. So let's check. First one, you said both that it was false. So in 1820, Peru was an independent country. You said false. So let's see. In 1820, there was a revolution in Peru, which was then a Spanish colony. So perfect. That was false. Very good. Then we have Colombia shares a border with Peru. Both of you said true. And we have it here. Here we are, Colombia, right? So yes, we share borders with Peru. Perfect. So this is true. The letter C, it says, in 1820, Lima was the capital city of Peru, and it still is. You both say true. And this was true. Here we have it. Lima, the capital. Okay, perfect. Then we have D. It says the viceroy put the treasure aboard a Spanish warship. And you both said it was true, right? So let's see. Entonces dice, el virrey puso el tesoro a bordo de un buque de guerra español. So let's see. Here we have, the viceroy decided to send the treasure to Spain, but he didn't have a chief. The Bishop of Lima recommended the British sea captain William Thompson. He was a respected trader and a Roman Catholic. The viceroy agreed. So here we have, it was to a British sea captain Thompson. And it was a normal ship. It wasn't a warship. Okay, So this one is false. And this one is not true. Okay? False. The next one. The viceroy wanted to send the treasure to Spain. You both say false. So let's see here. The viceroy decided to send the treasure to Spain. So that one was true. Esa era verdadera. This one. No falsa. F, it says the name of the Captain Thompson ship was Mary Celeste. False. Perfect. It was Mary Dear. This one, Captain Thompson and his crew became pirates. You said that this is false. But let's see. Entonces, acá en el texto como tal, no dice que se convirtieron en piratas. Pero, ¿qué es lo que hace un pirata, chicas?
Robar.
Robar, ¿cierto? Robar, matar. ¿Y qué hicieron la tripulación del Capitán Thompson y él?
Robar, matar,
Okay. So
atacar.
here we have it. So they are pirates or not?
Yes.
Yes. So that one was true. This one. Not false. This one, it says, when the crew attacked the Spanish soldiers, they jumped overboard. Por acá, ¿quién dijo verdadero y quién dijo falso? Chicas.
Creo que en esa dije verdadero.
Y yo creo que yo dije que false. Creo que
Okay,
es como así. O es al revés, yo no me acuerdo.
okay, bueno, Rocío dice false, Daniela dice true. So let's see. Here we have Captain Thompson and his crew attacked and killed the Spanish wards and threw. Change the color to this one. And threw their bodies overboard. Ok, aquí esa respuesta fue falsa, porque ellos no saltaron, ellos ya estaban muertos, ok. A ellos los tiraron al mar. Tiraron por su cuenta propia, ok. So this one was false, not true. Okay, perfect. Then we have Cocos Island is in the Caribbean Sea. You both said false. And that is true. O sea que está falsa, o sea, es verdad que es falso. Porque Cocos Island queda en el Océano Pacífico. So, perfect.
Okay, teacher.
Then we have a British warship. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Oh, what I did. Okay, here we have a British warship captured the Mary Dear. Who said true and who said false? ¿Quién dijo verdadero y quién dijo falso?
Yo dije true.
Okay. Entonces Dan dice que es falso. So let's see.
Yes.
So here it says British warship, right? Let's see. And here it says the Spaniards hanged the crew of the Mary Dear next day, but not captain. No, this one is not. Is here. But their luck ran out the next day when a Spanish warship, captured their ship. So this one was false, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Then we have the Spaniards hang the crew of the Mary Dear. You both said true, and that was true. The Spaniards hang the crew of the Mary Dear. Here we have it. And finally, we have the Spaniards took Captain Thompson and the first mate back to Cocos Island. Both say that that was true. And in fact, that was true. It says the Spanish ship landed on Cocos Island and Captain Thompson, the mate, and 6 Spanish sailors with pistols walked into the thick jungle. So yes, they were into Cocos Island. So perfect, girls. You did it so well. So now we're going to have a listening exercise here. And first, you're going to read it. So I'm going to give you just 2 minutes because it's very short. Okay? For reading it. After you read it, I'm going to play the listening exercise and I'm going to play it just 3 times. But if you need more, I will play it one more time, okay? Entonces, ¿qué vamos a hacer, chicas? Ustedes primero lo van a leer solitas, ¿cierto? Para que traten de entender de qué es. Luego de que lo lean, les voy a dar pues 2 minuticos para que lo lean. Luego de que lo lean, lo voy a poner el audio 3 veces. Sin embargo, si necesitan más, lo pongo una vez más, ¿ok?
Okay, teacher.
So go ahead. You have 2 minutes for reading it. Okay. You almost ready?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Perfect. So let's do it. I'm going to play the listening exercise right now. So it goes in 3, 2, 1, go. Welcome back to another listening exercise. Listen carefully to the following audio and fill the gaps. In 1820, Peru was a Spanish colony. José de San Martin was a rebel leader. The Spanish viceroy and the Catholic Church were stealing gold and silver from the Indians. They wanted to send their treasure to Spain by ship. They gave the treasure to a Captain Thompson, a British trader. But he and his crew killed the Spanish wards and stole the treasure. They sailed to Cocos Island and hid the treasure in the jungle. Since then, lots of people have looked for the treasure, but nobody has ever found it. This is the end of the listening exercise. So I'm going to play it for the second time.
Welcome back to another listening exercise. Listen carefully to the following audio and fill the gaps. In 1820, Peru was a Spanish colony. José San Martín was a rebel leader. The Spanish viceroy and the Catholic Church were stealing gold and silver from the Indians. They wanted to send their treasure to Spain by ship. They gave the treasure to a Captain Thompson, a British trader, but he and his crew killed the Spanish wards and stole the treasure. They sailed to Cocos Island and hid the treasure in the jungle. Since then, lots of people have looked for the treasure, but nobody has ever found it. This is the end of the listening exercise.
Perfect. So I'm going to play it the third time.
Welcome back to another listening exercise. Listen carefully to the following audio and fill the gaps. In 1820, Peru was a Spanish colony. José San Martín was a rebel leader. The Spanish viceroy and the Catholic Church were stealing gold and silver from the Indians. They wanted to send their treasure to Spain by ship. They gave the treasure to a Captain Thompson, a British trader, but he and his crew killed the Spanish wards and stole the treasure. They sailed to Cocos Island and hid the treasure in the jungle. Since then, lots of people have looked for the treasure, but nobody has ever found it. This is the end of the listening exercise.
Okay, perfect. You ready, girls?
Yes,
Yes,
teacher.
teacher.
Okay, perfect. And Danny?
Yes.
Perfect. So let's do it. This one, the letter A. Peru was a Spanish
Colony.
colony. Perfect. Jose San Martin was a rebel.
Leader.
Perfect. Leader. The Spanish viceroy and the Catholic Church were stealing gold and silver from the
Indians.
Indians. Perfect. They wanted to send their treasure to Spain by
Sheep.
ship. Perfect. They gave the treasure to Captain Thompson, a British
Trainer.
No, mommy.
trader. Perfect. But he and his crew killed the Spanish
What?
Works.
wards. Perfect. And stole the treasure. They sailed to Cocos Island and hid the treasure in the
Jungles.
jungle. Perfect. Since then, lots of people have looked for the treasure, but
Nobody.
nobody. But nobody has ever found it. Perfect. Very good, girls. Do you have any doubt here? Everything is clear? ¿Alguna duda? ¿Todo está claro?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, perfect. So let's continue. So here we have another exercise. Can you see my screen now, girls? Chicas, ¿pueden ver mi pantalla? Okay, perfect. So here we have it. This is, here we have some activities that some people was doing, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to use the past continuous, right? For describing what were they doing, right? So let's do the first one. It says, Peter. Here we have a box with the verbs, right? Entonces acá tenemos primero una imagen, ¿cierto? Donde hay muchas imágenes de personas haciendo muchas cosas, ¿cierto?
Yes.
Entonces, ¿qué vamos a hacer? Vamos a utilizar el pasado continuo para describir, ¿ok? Para describir lo que esas personas estaban haciendo. Acá tenemos el nombre de las personas. Acá tenemos los verbos de las actividades, ¿ok? Y ¿ustedes qué van a hacer? Vamos a mirar la imagen, por ejemplo, la número 1. Look at this. At this one, right? Ya encontraron la número 1.
Yes, teacher.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect. So here we have that was Peter. So we have Peter and we have take a photograph. Was Peter taking a photograph? Yes or no? ¿Estaba Peter tomando una fotografía?
No.
No.
No, right? Was Peter playing with a beach ball?
No.
Was Peter swimming?
No.
Was Peter building a sand castle?
No.
Was Peter windsurfing?
Yes.
Yes, so perfect. So we are going to write it. Peter
Was windsurfing?
windsurfing. Perfect. Number 2, Daniela, go ahead. Look for Elsa. Did you found it?
Yes, teacher.
Perfect. So what was Elsa doing?
Elsa was water ski.
Elsa was water ski. Just ski or skin?
Skiing.
Perfect. Number 3, Rocio. Let's look for Mary. Rocio, did you find her?
Yes, teacher.
Perfect. So let's do it.
Jumping. A ver. Mary was jumping into the water.
Perfect. Mary was jumping in the water. Perfect. Number 4, the fisherman. So let's look for the fisherman. Daniela. Number 4.
Okay.
You saw him?
Yes.
Perfect. So what was he doing?
I don't know.
Okay, sorry, here is stand. Ready, you know. You have it here.
The fisherman was standing on the ship.
Perfect. Was standing on the ship. Perfect. Number 5, Rocio. Let's look for Sheila. Did you found her?
Yes.
Perfect. What was her doing?
Taylor was reading the horse,
So Sheila was riding
riding a horse.
a horse. Perfect. So now, Daniela, let's look for some children. You found them?
Yes, teacher.
Perfect. So what were they doing?
Some children were um, playing,
Playing volleyball or running?
running.
Running. Perfect. So some children were running, right? In the beach. Perfect. Number 7, Rocio, let's look for Mike.
Yes, teacher.
Did you found him?
Yes, teacher.
Perfect. So what was he doing?
Mike was
Yes.
playing with a beach ball.
Perfect. Very good. Number 8, Daniela. Let's look for John and Nick.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. So let's do it. What were they doing?
John and Nick were building a sandcastle.
Perfect. We're building a sand castle. Perfect. So now, Rocio, let's look for Eve and June.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Rocio, did you find them?
Okay, teacher.
Yes, perfect. So what were they doing?
F and Jean were playing volleyball.
Perfect. Very good. Eve and Jim were playing volleyball. Number 10, Daniela. Let's look for the journalist. Did you find him?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, perfect. So what was he doing?
The journalist taking a photograph.
Okay, the journalist taking a
Was
photograph. Perfect. Oh, Jesus. Was taken. Perfect. And the last one, Rocio.
Yes, teacher.
Let's look for the fat man.
Está juvenil.
Okay, did you found him?
Yes, teacher.
Perfect. So, what was he doing?
The fat man was
Hmm?
swimming.
Was swimming. Perfect. Very good. So now I have some questions for you. What we are going to do now? Okay, but first, do you have any question here? ¿Tienen alguna pregunta aquí?
No, teacher.
No? Perfect. Very good. So now what we're going to do, both of you are going to write 3 questions, okay? Using the past continuous. Entonces, ¿qué vamos a hacer? Cada una va a escribir 3 preguntas utilizando el pasado continuo. ¿Cómo? Preguntando lo que ustedes quieran sobre el fin de semana pasado, ¿ok? For that you have 2 minutes. Para eso, 2 minutitos nada más, ¿ok? Girls?
Okay, teacher.
Perfect.
Yes, teacher.
Go ahead, go ahead. 2 minutes. Remember, you can use WH questions or yes, no questions. Okay?
Yes, teacher.
Perfect.
Teacher, estoy como perdida.
What? Tell me.
O sea, ¿qué tengo que hacer? Como, por ejemplo, preguntarle a la teacher o a Daniela que hicieron el fin de semana. Es que no entendí. Muy bien.
Sí, sí, eso es lo que tienes que hacer, preguntarnos, hacer 3 preguntas sobre el fin de semana pasado. Pueden ser yes, no question, por ejemplo. No les voy a dar muchos ejemplos porque entonces de pronto les robo las preguntas. Pero entonces digamos esta, que digan, ¿estabas viendo televisión el sábado? So, were you watching TV the last Saturday? Okay.
Ok, teacher.
O una WH question. What were you doing on Sunday at 8 o'clock? Entonces, ¿qué estabas haciendo el domingo a las 8 de la noche? ¿Ok?
Ok, teacher.
Perfect. Okay, you ready? Almost ready?
No, todavía no, teacher.
Okay, don't worry. Okay, ready?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, perfect. What about Daniela? Daniela, are you ready?
Two.
Two questions?
Yes.
Okay, don't worry. So let's do it. Rocio, can you ask us one of your questions?
Yes, teacher.
Go ahead.
Where when you staying at the Saturday?
So Daniela, where were you staying on Saturday?
I was staying in my home.
Okay, I was staying at home too. What about you, Rocio? Where were you staying at on Saturday?
I was staying at home.
Okay, perfect. So now, Daniela, can you ask us one of your questions?
Were you cooking the last weekend?
So, Rocio, were you cooking the last weekend?
I wasn't cooking.
So, no, I wasn't. Perfect. In my case, no, I wasn't neither. What about you, Daniela? Were you cooking on the last weekend?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, perfect. So now, Rocio, can you ask us one of your questions?
What were, yo he preguntado lo mismo, teacher, pero con el sábado, o sea, no mentiras, con el domingo. What were you cooking at the Sunday?
Okay. Daniela, what were you cooking, or anybody else? What were you cooking on Sunday?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, perfect. In my case, my mom was cooking beans, rice, potato, and meat. What about you, Rocio? What were you cooking on Saturday? On
I
Sunday.
I wasn't cooking.
Okay, perfect. So now, Daniela, can you ask us one of your questions?
What were you doing the last weekend?
Okay, so Rocio, what were you doing the last weekend? On the last
I
weekend.
I was watching TV.
Okay, perfect. In my case, I was watching TV, I was talking with some friends, and I was watching movies with my parents. What about you, Daniela?
I was watching TV. I was um pasar,
Spending time with.
spending time with my mom.
Okay, perfect. So very good, girls. This is the end of our class. See you tomorrow.
See
Bye,
you
teacher.
tomorrow, teacher. Bye.
Bye.
Blessings.
I'm going to send you the form via WhatsApp, okay? Les
Yes,
voy a
teacher.
enviar la asistencia por WhatsApp.
Okay, teacher.
Okay.
Thank
So see
you.
you tomorrow.